Hey, it's E and Savannah. Quick disclaimer, we do not own Hetalia, but we do own the plot and our voices. Enjoy!
Read-Hetalia-Keytalia-Chapter.
Chapter 1, Invitation Given. Finally, America thought as the Allies' meeting was wrapping up. Of course, during said meeting, nothing had really gotten done, like per usual. They were supposed to talk about economy or something. America hadn't been paying close attention. He was more excited about his plan. Can you blame him? But hey, now the fun can start. America thought excitedly, a smirk spreading across his lips. Hey guys, before we split, I have something to tell you.
Well, what is it?
England asked, tone tired and brows furrowed as he rubbed his temples with his pointer and middle fingers.
Yes, please do tell.
China chimed in a moment later. Well, I've been creating a string contest and I just finished. I wanted all of you guys to participate in it with me. You know, to see who the strongest nation is mentally, physically, and emotionally.
When is this contest,
Russia inquired. He was always one to try and beat America. Tonight and all day tomorrow, America replied, his sky blue eyes sparkling in childlike excitement.
But what about work?
England stuttered. Oh yeah, well, America sheepishly smiled, black-gloved hands scratching the back of his head.
Well, what?
Canada asked, his voice barely above a whisper. Well, I kind of sent a letter to... America started, chuckling nervously.
To whom, Aru?
To all the bosses of the world, but they thought it was a good idea, so you guys are off the hook for tonight and tomorrow. America finished quickly, practically spitting out his words.
And you didn't think to ask us first? Bloody git.
England muttered. Well, imagine if your bosses had said no! America pouted, crossing his arms and puffing his cheeks. Anyhow, who's coming? He continued, completely forgetting to keep up his pout.
I'll come,
Canada answered.
but I have to go home and change first. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
But go back up.
Sorry.
But I have to go home first for a change of clothes.
Sweet. Thanks, Canada! America held out his hand for a high five. Canada slowly high fives it back, his features filled with worry. Who else?
Wait, will there be hotel at your place? So that we don't have to travel back and forth between our place and yours?
Inquired Russia, a slight tilt of his head, showcasing his confusing. If you guys come, you will get the best place to stay at, all prepped and paid for already.
You really want us to come, don't you?
England was slightly impressed, though he was sure to keep it under tight wraps. No need to show the other nations he was capable of human emotion. He had a reputation, after all.
I'll go.
Russia volunteered.
I am curious to know who strongest nation is.
China chimed in.
Me too, Aru. I'm going as well. Looks like you and me are the only ones Angleterre. It looks like only you and me, Angleterre, who have not decided to go.
England glared at France, clearly giving the look of, so what, frog?
Well, I believe this is going to be... Well, I believe it would be fun to go. So count me in, America.
Great! America grinned. What about you, England? Everybody glanced in England's direction. Upon feeling the pressure, England huffed.
All right, fine. I'll go.
Yeah!
What time are we supposed to be at your house, America?
Canada asked. 5, America replied. And with the meeting being over and the invitation blah, blah,
blah.
Thank you very much. And with the meeting being over and the invitation given, all the nations went home to prepare for the strength contest. Dude, welcome! America greeted England.
So where's the hotel?
Oh, follow me? With that, America turned on his heel and headed into the house. Come on, England! America's cheerful voice echoed throughout the house. Upon taking a deep breath, England entered. The first thing he noticed was that America's place was spotless. Nothing was out of place. The sky blue sofa had all of his tossed pillows, and the chairs in the dining room were all in order. Not one of them overturned. England! America poked his head from around a corner. Are you coming or not, dude?
Yes.
England picked up his travel bag and followed America through the maze-like hallways. Upon entering the back of the house, America pointed to one of the doors. There was a British flag painted on the bottom half of the wooden panel, with another flag above that. England couldn't quite place at the moment. And this is the room of which you will be staying in, England. America grinned, white teeth gleaming.
America, you can't be serious. This is one of your guest bedrooms.
England huffed, tone dull and filled with exasperation. So?
I thought we were staying in a hotel.
Oh, sorry, dude, America shrugged. I thought this would be easier and more fun. England facepalmed.
Why?
Was the one word racing through his mind. Ding dong! Oh, that's the bell. Be right back, America yelled over his shoulder as he raced through the house to answer the door. England sighed and picked up his bag and entered the room.
Jeez, how big is this house?
England, seriously.
Do you want, okay.
Gotta actually pay attention.
I know I am.
Are you really, though?
Yes, I know the line. Jeez, how big is this house?
England muttered to himself as he yet again took a wrong turn. After stumbling around the house for quite a while, England managed to find the living room where most everyone was waiting. Dude! England! There you are!
Thanks for coming back for me. Oh, dang it. Thanks for never coming back for me.
England said, his face twisting in anger, flushed red.
What do damn.
Child, this was, I want to keep it somewhat PG-ish. You're making that incredibly difficult. Ugh. Probably should pause it. What? No necesito agua. Sorry, I thought you knew the way.
Well, I didn't. Oh, what do we have here?
France asked as he slipped into the room nearly unnoticed.
Nothing, frog. Oh, come on, alligator. What is it? Nothing.
Hey guys, America yelled, effectively distracting France and England from their argument. It's time to play video games!
How is that part of strength contest, Aru?
China wondered, long red silk sleeves easily covering his entire hands. It's not, America answered nonchalantly.
Then why are we doing it,
Inquired Russia, head tilted to the side, confusion clear. Well,
what?
England snapped. Well, I didn't know when everyone was going to make it, so the actual contest starts tomorrow.
So why are we... Wait.
Yeah, you're right.
So why are we here now? Dang it. So why are we here now, instead of tomorrow,
Russia smiled, sending the creepy vibes throughout the entire room and sending shivers down everyone's spines. Like I said, I didn't know when everyone would be here, so I figured if everyone spent the night, then we wouldn't have to wait for anyone to start the contest tomorrow.
Oh, that makes sense.
Canada whispered, so no surprise that no one heard him, the conversation continuing as if he had said nothing.
But why video games?
Asked the grumpy England scout, ever present and arms crossed squarely over his chest. Because springtime! It's only 6 o'clock, and I'm not ready for bed yet! America whined, sounding just like a child. Ding dong! I'll be right back. America scrambled to the door. Spain? Romano? What are you guys doing here? Everyone in the living room heard America exclaim.
Well,
Spain cheekily smiled.
France mentioned the strength contest at your place. So, am I doing this wrong?
Sounds like it, but go on.
Okay. France mentioned a strength contest at your place. So, we thought it would be fun to join in. Right, Romano?
Spain turned to his Italian friend.
Don't you drag me into this to make... I did it! To make a master!
Yeah!
Okay.
Romano shouted, then pouted and crossed his arms, as well as puffing out his cheeks as he's done when he's annoyed. Well, come in. Everyone's in the living room. America led the way to the other nations. As soon as America, Spain, and Romano made it to the living room, the doorbell went off again. Ding dong. Huh. I wonder who that could be, America thought as he raced back to the front door. Belarus? Ukraine? What are you guys doing here? Asked the very confused America.
Big Brother mentioned Big Brother mentioned he was going to your house, so we're here.
So here we
are.
Belarus replied. Okay, America said as he stepped aside so the girls could enter.
Oh, and one more thing.
Belarus said while turning towards America.
If you so much as touch my brother, I'll murder you in your sleep. Got it?
Belarus held up her butcher's knife to make sure America understood her. America paled and nodded his head before following the girls inside. For the next 2 hours, America kept scrambling between the front door and the living room, letting more and more nations inside.
America,
said Nation turned around to face England.
What the bloody hell? Why did you invite so many people?
England, I hate to break this to you, but, I only invited the allies to this. America shrugged sheepishly.
You're saying that everyone else...
England gestured to all the other guests gathered and crammed in the living room and other various parts of the house.
Just came on their own?
Yes.
Wow,
England thought.
What a mess.
But it's not my fault, Iggy. England, America whined. For each person that came, they mentioned that someone told them about it or blackmailed them into going. So several people spilled the beans. Who did you tell? America asked, crossing his arms. An uncharacteristically deep frown set in America's young face.
Fine. I did tell some people about it, but I didn't expect them to follow me here. Bloody wankers.
Who was it?
It was my brothers.
Older brothers.
It was my older brothers, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and our cousin Ireland.
That's not too bad.
That's not all of whom I told.
Oh.
I also told Australia and New Zealand, and I will bet you my tea that Australia told New Zealand and why about it, and that Zealand told Sweden and Finland, who in turn told the other Nordics about it.
Whoa, America thought. If everyone just told one other nation about it, no wonder there are so many nations here. Jeez. Just looking around the living room, America could spy so many nations, and that was just the living room. There was still the rest of the house to look at. You wouldn't be surprised if the entire world was represented. America wandered around the crowded house looking for someone to hang out with. While trying to get through an especially crowded part of the house, America accidentally bumped into Romano.
Hey, watch where you're going!
Romano shouted, then muttered.
Man, this house is too damn crowded.
America then asked, well, if you think it's too crowded, Romano, would you like to go outside?
And why the frick would I want to do that? It's snowing out.
Romano pouted. America then countered, but dude, if it's snowing, then the pond's gonna be frozen.
Really?
Yeah.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go!
Romano said as he grabbed Alfred's arm and began pulling him towards the door. Romano and America quickly put on their coats, after locating them in the mess of coats by the front door. Then they were off, walking the little ways to the pond in the lightly falling snow. A sigh escaped Romano's lips, as well as a little puff of dragon's breath. You know, when it's so cold one can see their breath. Anyhow, Romano was caught in the moment, admiring how the moonlight caused the snow to sparkle, and the crystal blue ice-over pond to shimmer. Till America interrupted. So, dude, what do you say we get on the ice?
Will it be able to handle our weight?
Of course it will! Watch! America said, then proceeded to step to the ice, only to slip on the slick substance, and in a vain attempt to stay standing, America grabbed the front of Romano's coat. Unfortunately, that only helped in America dragging Romano down with him, and not Romano keeping him up.
What the hell? Why would you do that?
Romano shouted from his position on the ground. To keep from falling, obviously, America replied.
Next time, just fall. Don't drag others down with you.
Romano pouted and then tried to push against America in an attempt to stand up. This only resulted with Romano sliding across the ice and stopping close to the center of the pond.
Damn it!
Romano nearly screamed. He wanted to get off the ice, but since there was a thin layer of water over it that had soaked through the front of his clothes, So now he was cold, wet, and America wasn't helping matters by laughing at the edge of the pond. Half of him grounded in snow, the other on the thick ice. Nothing could wipe that smirk off America's face, not even Romano's death glares from across the ice. Though both of their eyes widened and America's smirk slipped right off his face when they heard the unmistakable sound of cracking ice, and much to America's and Romano's horror, before either could utter a word, the ice underneath Romano shifted, and he slipped into the icy water with a small splash, before resurfacing, gasping for air, and clinging to the edge of the ice in an effort to keep his head above the water. "Romano!" America hollered, shocked and scared. He made a move to get closer to his friend, but Romano interrupted his movement by saying,
Don't come any closer.
America paused. "But why?"
If you fall in while rescuing me, then we will both be screwed. Go back and get help. Damn it."
Romano spoke through chattering teeth. America was at a loss for what to do. He could listen to Romano and get help, but America didn't know how long Romano could stand being in the icy water while he went and got help. On the other hand, Romano was right. If America tried to rescue himself and he ended up falling in as well, then they'd both be in serious trouble. If America goes to get help, turn to Chapter 2. If America goes to rescue Romano, turn to Chapter 3.
Wouldn't it be click on Chapter 2 and click on Chapter 3?
Here we go. If America goes to get help, click Chapter 2, Ice. If America goes to rescue Romano, click on Chapter 3, Chains.